We got negative drainage coming down towards the house. Missing that luminary. Some of this is repeats. I don't hear it. I heard it earlier. I swear I heard the doorbell earlier. These side lights, they are tempered safety glass. The front door threshold gasket is torn or compromised. I was getting 20% moisture readings in these floors. We got wallpaper finishes, chandelier, double pane, aluminum frame windows. I'm going to come in and we're going to take a little better look at these. I'm going to take a better look at the electric receptacle outlets. This is the half bath. That's on backwards. I'll turn that around. I don't think I turned it around. Let's try this while we're here. Yep. Upstairs, the Jack and Jill bathroom. That's how you reset that. That's on the GFCI. And if it's GFCI, it should be labeled. It's been labeled. Come around. Office French door lights work. We're missing a lot of door. There's one. But besides that one, we're missing a lot of door stoppers. That's beyond the scope of this inspection, but my client would like to know. This is the desk. And your built-ins. That's just random. I'll check more. Windows. That screen is worse for wear. The screens are pretty shiny, like the seat of an old cheap suit. Coming along, we're actually missing, not yet. We will be, yep, we're actually missing some screens. Big old fly. Balance tension rods are loose. Her extension does not extend 24 inches. Fireplace does not have a glass energy saving front. I left the damper open. Bare light bulbs should not be in closed closets. Why not? I can't find my good flashlight, but this one will work. See if we can find some bugs. Interesting. Wider, but still not quite 24 inches. Entertainment center, we're good to go. Smell that oven, let's check it out. Broil's working. Broil's working. You can see that one. Give it a minute to cycle back on. I could feel the heat pouring out of it though, it was working. Had some ceiling repairs over here. This is over the kitchen area where the can lights are. Oh, you're starting to. There should be a landing pad about 12 inches between the cooktop and this. This microwave, it should not be closer than this corner shouldn't be closer than 24 inches to this corner. Some manufacturers are different, but I don't have the manufacturers with us. Label. It's a circulating vent fan. The dim light, one of them, I think it's the dim light doesn't work on that bulb on that. Oh, here. See no light. light, no light, no light, light, no light. I could keep going. This is the pantry, another bare light bulb. What we got in here? Yep. Handrails. Okay, actually this is lower than 34 inches. And it has open ends so you can catch your clothes on that. This is the door into the garage. And that should be self-closing. It should be self-closing and it's too thin. The way they put these panel insets. So this door no longer meets the fire rating. We're gonna get you? Alright. We're just gonna cancel you and I'll come back and double check, but I know it works. Over here. And this house was originally wired, all these J boxes. Okay, they extended out from the studs so that when the drywall sheetrock was installed, then they were flush to it, and then these plates went over them. But then someone's gone and they've added this splashback. When they added the splashback, see, they raised it out. They raised it out right there. So now you got a gap around your J box. The fire blocking is compromised. And they sell these little inserts that go in there. Extender rings. Some people call them goof rings. They cost about $2 a piece, and they slide right in there, and they seal that area, and they make it all fine and dandy. The dishwasher. I just want to do this. Custom broil upper oven. Start. I want to see it red. Coming along here. These chillers are beyond the scope of this inspection, but that one doesn't seem to be mounted in the cabinet very well. And they did a real custom job about fitting it in there, I gotta say. Just saying. Coming along here is 3/4 horsepower garbage disposal. Water filters are beyond the scope of this inspection. The dishwasher drain line just comes right up to the garbage disposal like that. It does not have a anti-siphon loop. It's 3/4 horsepower. It does have a connector. Dishwasher is not GFCI protected. Coming along, dishwasher seems to be operating well. Got it. Alright, we all gotta have some fun. Then the laundry. The gas is capped off, should have a discussion plate. You should have an extender that comes through here. That's where the vent is. It's 3-prong electric, hot and cold are labeled. We got a drip on the hot water line, and the connector tray is all warped and distorted, and that's not going to keep the water out. It's not going to do its job, not the way it's supposed to. When this home was built, GFCI was not required in the laundry, and you do not have GFCI in your laundry. This is a drying rack. It's a custom drying rack. We call it a floating drying rack. You can take it other places because it fell off of the wall. You what you charge for the dad jokes, and they're worth it. This is your ironing board. And the J-box and timer has been, they took that out. This is beyond what I do, but usually you have a timer up there and an electric power supply. You have a power supply here, so it's not critical, I suppose. But I've seen them installed differently, I'll say that. We have a vent fan. There's no vents on the roof. It vents into the attic. Anytime you see that right there is the soot all around that register. See if I can find a better one. We don't have so much contrast. That soot went through. It went through the air filter. It went through your evaporator coils. It went through your air duct to get there. So when you see that soot, you know that your evaporator coils are dirty. Coming along, this is the swimming pool area, bathroom. This door I'm thinking this door was always here. And sometimes they're not, but because of the extra large patio, I think a swimming pool is always planned for here. And because of the way the bathtub is oriented inside of here, anytime you have two separate handles, okay, that's okay for a conventional bathtub, but this bathtub has a shower. And anytime that you have a shower, when this home was built, that was the way it was. I get that. But by today's standards, you have a single mix-it shower handle that single mix-it shower handle so that it dilutes the water, the hot water, and you don't accidentally scald yourself. Bathtub's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Coming here, guest bedroom. No window treatments. It feels awful warm in here. Bare light bulbs and clothes closets. Still plenty of that. Coming on along. Of course, this is one of the back doors. This is the door to the driveway. This is where your guests are going to come in. Got a little bit of wood rot right here. Right there in the door casement. And this is also, while we're here, just coming on along. There's the addresses on the side. But this is not a monolithic slab. This is not a monolithic slab. Apparently this was poured twice or extra, or this was added on. There's probably maybe some miscommunication from the original build, or the buyers had an add-on or something. I'm just, there's nothing here but a question. It seems to be doing okay, if you will, but it's unconventional. And the optic sensors are higher than 6 inches. We already mentioned that. This step coming in here is higher than 7 3/4 inches, so you might want to bring Granny in the front door because she's probably going to have a problem with an issue with this door. And you see the wood rot down. Well, we just move along on our tour. We'll just move right on upstairs, making record time. It's not on. Let me turn it on. These luminaries are for the stairs, like the outside stairs used to have, or should have had, and don't have now. Coming along, but the top one's burned out, inoperable. Moving, we're going to switch it up. We're going to go clockwise. So this is the north bedroom or the northeast bedroom. Take your pick. Bedroom windows closer to the bedroom windows farther than 72 inches from the ground. Should not be any window, articulate operable window, should not be closer to the floor than 24 inches. So your kid could spin out or whatever. Some more roof. I just got a text ding. At this hour, it's probably my wife.
There it is.
You found my flashlight? There it is, where I left it. Because look at this ring. Okay, we're in the Jack and Jill. This is the north. This is the north bathroom, and this little faucet ring is off here. And all three of these, the bathtub and both the lavatories, drain slowly up here. And then in this closet, I don't know why it is that they did, but that air register's choked down, but that works. Okay, air conditioning comes out of that register. This register is open, but no air. It does not deliver air. It's a dead man or a dead run. Some people call them those. Separate handles again. Separate handles, and I believe this is the one. Check this out. No, it's not. Where is it? Oh, okay. More to come. I've been underneath all of these, but there's nothing really to show you except that it's fine. Fine.
Is it like Paper?
Shelf liner. Now, this GFCI, he doesn't do anything. I mean, he'll trip, but, I mean...
No power?
No, he's got power. I can show you easier than I explain it. So, there's another GFCI behind Peter, and he's wired in line, so when I trip that other one trips. He's protected. He tripped the GFCI, it's fine. But it's not necessary. This guy's doing the load right here.
It's downstream from the other GFCI. Got it.
Yeah, that guy's doing the load right there. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
anyway, it can get confusing for some people, like myself. Windows. Moving on along. We'll go out that door. We'll take another look at the patios, and then end up back in the kitchen. That'll be the end of the tour. Are we there yet? Okay. So, moving on along. There's the alarm system. This is the bathtub. This is the access panel underneath for the jacuzzi bathtub, and the pump motor is bonded. These sinks do not have percolators. Some people call them overflow drains. They're not required. They are not required. And you shouldn't have, this is questionable here, but you shouldn't have an electric receptacle outlet that's inside of the bathtub. You have it up to it, but it shouldn't be inside the bathtub area. But you have this big area here. I mean, I don't know. I hate to apologize for my work, and I won't, but...
You splash some water in there.
Yeah, it's GFCI protected. It's operated by this one over here.
Sure.
And then... Oh. This fan is too close to this bathtub. It's just crazy. And, you know, get a big insurance policy on your fiancé. Ha ha ha. There's your jacuzzi. So it's been working. I didn't see any leaks. And then over here, that's the GFCI for it. Now, this GFCI is supposed to be faceless. You're not supposed to be able to run your bathtub and do your ironing or whatever, hair dryer. Right. You know, it's supposed to be faceless. That's supposed to be a dedicated circuit specifically for.
Right.
Then we come up, no percolator again. And so, and the face here, we got a nice crack. Mm-hmm. And also, underneath here, what you're going to find is this cavity is lined with some of the most horrendous wallpaper ever, and they took it off and retextured the walls. But you do have a wallpaper surface underneath the bathtub cavity there. And then here in the shower, I mean, what I wanted to share, these handles are loose. See that? I don't want to pull on too much, but yeah, okay. And the door gasket is torn or compromised, so if you're standing here taking a shower, that water's going to bounce right under the floor there. You're going to have one of those little towels, or replace the gasket, or both. But it is, you can see daylight under there. So. Okay. Running. No vent fan, but you have an operable window. And that's all that's required. In fact, the code's written that every bathroom has to have a window. And you can forego the window if you have a fan. The fan is the exception to the code.
Okay.
And the code's been around a while. Right? That's what I tried.
Just open up my window.
Right? Yeah, well, but over here, where your bathing is, because it's really about humidity control. Where your bathing is, there is no operable window. There's no fan.
There's no operable window. You're right. So you can't open this.
Those are fixed windows.
Huh. So they just barely squeak by code requirement or put it in the toilet?
I guess. unless they paid him off. Let me go look at this bathroom. The laundry has a vent fan. We have an operable window here, but we don't have any bathroom vent fans. You got a laundry vent fan, and that's it. Every bathroom has a operable window of some sorts in some place, located somewhere in it. And I think we're going to address this some more, but this is the second time today we've been here. But the railing all looks good. Obviously water's been sitting here. We developed a second leak later over here on this corner. This is where the first leak was. This is separating and stuff. I was doing pretty good about knowing everything up until this point, and then this other one started leaking. And all my explanations come with reservations now.
Did this used to have a...
It did. Yeah.
Top?
Yep. The little dimmer clip is missing. I already did a rock and roll light show with that. There it is. We're doing it again. You can't see it's too bright now. The sun's moved. I'm coming along, and we already mentioned that step's not dimensionally uniform. All this wood in here is soft and rotting. Not all of it, but in all these joints. These joints are soft and rotting. And then we got some kind of a quasi junction box here for these novelty lights. You're not supposed to use novelty lights in a permanent application, so while they do serve the purpose, and these stair rails are not hand graspable, by the way. We already talked about the spalling. That is a GFCI receptacle outlet that does not trip. There's some interesting organic fungi. This is the drain from the landing, the mid-landing on the stairs. And of course, moisture's gotten in here and pulled all these staples out and warping of this panel board. Erosion in that corner. The video before this, it was taken care of, I think. And we're coming on along and back to it. Different time of day, different effect. It was leaking when we got here, and it's still leaking.
Oh, this one started leaking too. Behind the column.
It was leaking when we got here, and we got a little more leaking over here.
Yeah, behind the column you have a corner.
Yeah? Oh yeah, look at that. And he started leaking. And then...
I'm sure every single one of these corners.
This
at
guy's...
some point or another.
Right. Oh, he's still leaking. And then this guy started developing a leak. We've got a lot of rain lately. So... my aperture can get used to that. So we've definitely got some moisture issues with this patio deck and the stairs. And you can see that they're not square. I mean, they're not plumb. They're cattywampus. I'm not going to take you back in the door, but we've already been in that door. So, bye.